I wanted to chat with you because I have exciting news.
Oh my God.
Are you serious? Are you kidding me right now?
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yep.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Hi guys, welcome back. I have such big news for you. I want to introduce you to my skincare line, Naturium. You might have noticed a little bit of buzz about my brand over the last couple of months. I want to tell you a little bit more about it. The most important thing about this brand is that I wanted to make sure all of the ingredients are really truly effective ingredients, and they're also skin friendly. You might have seen on the website or on our packaging that it says biocompatible, and what I mean by that is I want your products to work well on your skin, but also leave your skin feeling strong and healthy. So we talk about pH levels all the time, and the way that all of my products are formulated, ingredients like L-ascorbic acid and retinol are encapsulated, and they're encapsulated in their own pH level that makes them effective when they're actually on your skin, but they sit in these formulas that are much friendlier to your skin, so they're at a pH of more like 5 to 6. So people that have been trying our vitamin C serums and our retinols, they say that these products feel really nice on their skin even when they have sensitive skin, and that is on purpose.
The first one that I tried was the vitamin C 22%.
Yep.
And Ben knows that I have pretty sensitive skin, so I don't really like trying ascorbic acid based serums.
Yep.
And Ben was like, I'm sure you're gonna love this. It's going to be like fabulous, like perfect for extra sensitive skin. And I tried it. I love it, of course.
Oh, these are actually incredible. Like the vitamin C serum, what is it, the 22%? I've got a 15% that I struggled with. Do you know what I mean? As far as on my skin, and my skin just didn't take to it. And I went from 15 straight up to 22%, which I thought I would never do. But it's just so nice to use as well.
But really, this is a brand that all of you have been asking for. I have been paying attention to all of the things that you've been asking for over the last couple of years. So this brand is a perfect blend of natural ingredients with synthetic ingredients that we know are really good. They're compatible with each other and they're proven to work. The line is vegan and cruelty-free. It's fragrance-free. And I'm really focused on trying to make the brand more sustainable, even when it comes to the packaging. 90% of our packaging is glass, and we also try to be really mindful of the shipping packaging that we're using, all of the boxes that we use, the way that we pack everything. We're trying not to be excessive with it. But the most important part to me is that everything is budget friendly without compromising on any of the quality of the ingredients or the formulas. We've done a really good job of making sure these are the best products that you can get.
Oh my God, I'm so glad I like the brand.
It is so nice on the skin. What are you talking about? I'm not saying just because like this is yours. It was probably one of the best vitamin C serums I've ever tried, hands down.
You know, that makes me so happy. On my shelf, I put the Naturium Niacinamide serum because I've just been loving it so much. And I'm like, okay, this needs way more attention.
It's still sinking in. This is awesome.
It's like a good range of products.
Yeah. Well, if you notice, there's a lot of focus on retinol and vitamin C because those are my two.
Yes.
We talked about this, like it's very serum heavy. It's great.
Yeah. It was really important to me and to the team that all of the products feel luxurious, and you get a really nice experience when you're using every single one of them. When I choose products that I love, they usually have really nice formulas. They feel good on your skin. They're not overly sticky. They don't feel pilly or turn strange on your skin. You want it to be a really nice experience, and I've talked about this a lot. Formulation really matters, and that's one of the things I really wanted to make sure we got with Naturium. So let me tell you a little bit about the last few months. We officially launched in February, and it was really important to me to get honest and true feedback from everyone. And I took a step back and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna get that if I just announce that this is my skincare line from the get-go. There's something that's happened over the last couple of years on my YouTube channel, and that's my channel has grown. I hit 1 million subscribers at the end of last year in 2019, and that was super exciting. My reaction videos picked up with everybody, and it felt so good to know that you guys trust me that much, but it also meant that I felt enormous pressure to put the most perfect skincare line out there for you. One thing I really want you guys to know is that I didn't want this to be an influencer skincare brand or an influencer brand. Not that I think there's anything wrong with having an influencer brand, it's just that I never really considered myself to be an influencer. I think a lot of the time you see what the finished product is, who I am right now in front of you, but we don't really talk much about my background, what I've done to get where I am. If you guys don't know, I grew up in a rural town, a small town in New Mexico. We were poor. I didn't have much growing up at all. My parents did everything that they absolutely could to support us and love us and show us, that we could be anything that we wanted to be growing up. But it didn't always feel like that was the truth. It's one thing for your parents to tell you that, but it's a whole other thing to not see that opportunity in front of you. And that's how I grew up. I grew up with nothing. My dad is Latino, my mom is Asian. It made for a strange pairing in my little town. And a lot of the time I felt like an outcast and I didn't have a place where I belong. So when you hear the name mixed makeup, it was actually a play on my biological makeup, that I am mixed. And I feel like it's a very important part of who I am, is that there's this person in me that had to work really, really hard to get where I am, because I've shared this in other videos, like on my personal channel, that I am the first person in my entire family to go to college and actually graduate from college too. I'm very proud of that. My mom and dad are very proud of it. I've worked really hard, put myself in debt to move to New York City and become a journalist and bust my butt and get into the media scene, where I felt like everybody went to Ivy League schools and, had all these different ins, whereas I didn't. I didn't know anybody when I moved to New York City, and I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I was just this girl from a country town, and I had no idea. But the most important thing was that I was really determined. I was determined that I was gonna make it. I was not gonna go back to my small town. My parents were gonna be proud of me, even though they thought I was absolutely out of my mind for doing this. And I cried a lot, I went through a lot, and I'm so proud to be where I am right now. When I look back on it, I feel a lot of gratitude and appreciation for, just everything I've gone through. I feel like it helped me learn, it helped me become a scrappy person, but it also helped me be smarter about the decisions that I make. And that really became apparent to me in how I wanted to launch this brand. I didn't want this to feel like an influencer launch. Naturium is a very serious skincare line. It is meant for all of you who are serious about skincare. You're skincare junkies just like me. You might be skincare snobs. This brand is still for you. This is for people who love skincare and who understand how important it is to have not only an amazing experience with your skincare, but to also love the ingredients and know what it is that you're using on your skin. So we launched in February of 2020, and I was planning to tell you guys pretty soon after that I was the person behind Naturium. And then you guys know what happened in March. Everything kind of changed, and it never felt like the right time to be happy for myself, to put it out there and be excited, because it wasn't an exciting time. I had a little pity party, in fact. I was sitting around kind of like, well, what happens next? There is no playbook for launching a skincare brand, especially when you're considered an influencer during a pandemic. There are just such bigger things happening right now in the world, and I wanted to be mindful of that. I didn't want to take this time to focus on myself. But at the same time, this is a dream come true, you guys. This is something that I have wanted to do for such a long time. It's not just me behind this brand. I have a business partner who's also as passionate about putting this skincare line out there. That's amazing for all of you. He's been in the industry for a very long time. His name is Ben, and I honestly don't know how I would have done any of this looking back without him and his team really guiding me through this entire process. There's also the Naturium team. We're a small but mighty team. There's the mixed makeup team. We all feel very strongly about this brand. We're very passionate about this brand, and this brand is also our livelihood. Influencer is such an all-encompassing term, and while I understand that to a lot of you that's how you see me as an influencer, I'm also not a Kardashian. I don't get second chances. I don't have enormous amounts of money to just throw at something. This is the one chance I get to really, really give you guys something good. And that's what Naturium is. And I needed that feedback. I needed to know that my friends in this industry actually love this brand without me influencing that on them.
Is this why you did it? Is this why you didn't tell us?
It's so funny. It's so good that you got my genuine thoughts. I'm always the type of person where whenever I see everyone raving about something, I'm like, okay, I'm going to be a little bit more critical because what's going on here? But I mean, it didn't even work because I ended up loving the products. So crazy. I cannot believe that you launched this entire brand. And that is honestly such a smart strategy.
Honestly, I feel like that was such a great way to ease into it, to actually get that feedback. And I think you did it so well. When we review it, we actually really enjoy it.
I needed to know that you guys love this brand. And I'll tell you, I also needed to hear some of the bad stuff. If there were things that you didn't like, I needed to hear it because we're making changes now. This is a brand for you. We're changing out some of our bottles to have pumps instead of droppers because I heard you loud and clear, and I understood that some of our formulas are really plush, they're nice, they're very elegant, and they need to be in a pump because it feels better that way and you get a better experience that way, and I want you to have the best experience. We also consider ourselves a clean brand, and I know that clean doesn't really have a definition to it. It's kind of whatever people put out there. So the team and I really wanted to make sure we had a really good definition to give you of what we consider to be clean. So by the end of the year, our entire line will be formulated to EU standards, which also means, cross your fingers, maybe next year you'll be able to get all of the products in Europe as well. So these are all things that we're working on and we're really proud of it. And I know that you guys are going to love this brand because this is the brand that you have wanted. So while I wanted to celebrate, it just didn't feel like the right time, but I feel like I deserve to celebrate. I feel like my team deserves to celebrate because we have worked so hard on this line and we are really, really proud of it. Honestly, I didn't tell anybody about this except for my family, obviously, and then my immediate team who work with me in the office on a daily basis. We really kept this under wraps because it was super important to me to do that. So I reached out the past few days to people like James Welsh and to Hiram and to the ladies of Beauty Within, to Leah Yu, to let them know that I was about to announce. And surprise, it's me behind Naturium, me and my team.
I am shocked. This is such an awesome surprise. I'm like, whoa.
Well, I'm questioning everything around me. Are you kidding me? No wonder I love the product so much.
No way! No way! What the fuck? Sorry, Mara.
And the skincare line is one that you've already tried. It's Naturium.
We have worked so hard on this brand and we're so happy that you love it. So let me tell you a little bit about the products that we have in the line, and I'm not going to get into too much detail about each of these products because there are already 14 products in the line. You guys know that I love vitamin C, you know that I love my retinoids, retinol specifically, and you know that I say to put your money into your serums. If there's anything that you're going to put your money into, it's into your serums because that's where you're going to really get those active ingredients, and my two favorites are vitamin C and retinol. So we start the line with our serums. We have our vitamin C serum, 22%. You've heard me talk about this one before because I just couldn't not talk about it. It's an amazing, amazing vitamin C serum. This is actually gonna be called eventually vitamin C complex, and that's because from the feedback, I've realized that the 22% can be very confusing, but the way that we have formulated this product is it's a combination of L-ascorbic acid and also a vitamin C derivative. So you really get a lot of that brightening benefit, the collagen stimulation, just brighter, even skin tone, but it's all encapsulated, and it's encapsulated with gold, which I saw was a major question that people had about, why is there gold in the formulation? And it's because we're starting to find that gold can really help keep ascorbic acid stable. So it's encapsulated with gold and it's very gentle on your skin. It releases over time. There's also hyaluronic acid in this formula, so it feels very hydrating. There's glutathione in this. It's an antioxidant that I absolutely love for the skin. And then there's vitamin E to really help the vitamin C also just be a little bit more stable. It helps all of the other ingredients stay more stable. And I know that people like vitamin E, but it's really about the formula for this one. This is the Vitamin C Super Serum Plus. I want you guys to be excited about this. I'm really excited about this product. I actually am gonna be talking about this a lot because this is one of my favorites. It's one of my babies. This does have vitamin C in it. It has retinol in it. Both of them are encapsulated on their own, so they're never actually interacting with each other in the actual formulation. There's niacinamide, there's salicylic acid, which I know a lot of people from feedback again think that the salicylic acid is in there for its exfoliating benefits, but it's actually at a pH where it's not exfoliating, it's anti-inflammatory. So it helps your skin stay strong and not get irritated. And then there's hyaluronic acid in this formula too. It's a wonderful product. The retinol is photostable, so you can use it during the day as well. So there are a lot of ways to use this in your skincare routine. You can use it in the morning as your vitamin C serum. You can use it at night in place of, say, your retinol or vitamin C, or in between, maybe even like your stronger retinoids. You can just kind of use this in a lot of different ways, and that's why I think it's super exciting. And then we also have a vitamin C face oil because I know a lot of people like to have a vitamin C face oil when their skin is sensitive. I think that the way we've formulated these products, you should actually give one of our vitamin C serums a try, but I know sometimes it can be intimidating, so we also have this. It's really, really gentle. It's formulated with THD ascorbate, which is one of my favorite of the vitamin C derivatives, and it's based in squalane oil. So it's a very nice formula as well. And then we have our retinols. There are 3, yes there are. We have our retinol cream. This is one of my favorites. If you only want to use one product at night after you cleanse your face, I would say this would be the way to go. It is very moisturizing for your skin, but it's also a very nice form of retinol to use. So if you can only use one product at night, this would be the one after you cleanse your skin, obviously. We have the retinoid face oil, and this one's really interesting because we decided to use a newer technology in retinoids. So I encourage you guys to check this one out if you are interested in some of the new technology out there in ingredients and formulations. And then there's the retinol serum 2.5%. Again, this one's gonna be more of a complex because I think that also got a little bit confusing for people from the feedback that we received. It's 2.5% because it has a combination of different retinols, and it also has bakuchiol in it, which, if you don't know, it's almost like a retinol alternative, but it's a little bit more gentle on the skin. So again, the retinols are encapsulated in this, and then the bakuchiol is in it. It just feels really nice on the skin. It's very effective, and I absolutely love this serum. Our major hit, like the best seller that we have, is our niacinamide serum. It is such a nice niacinamide serum. You know, I have been saying this, and this is one of the hints that I've been putting out there for you guys, is I've been saying 2020 is the year of niacinamide. I'm so glad that we all have suddenly realized the importance of niacinamide in our skincare routines. It's been in a lot of our different products all along, but now we know it's great for most skin types. It's brightening for the skin. It really helps to encourage lipid production, which then turns into, you know, if people have acne or oily skin, it feels like it's almost like oil controlling because it really helps to balance that oil production on your skin. And niacinamide is also just very strengthening for the skin. So really everyone can benefit from niacinamide. And when I talk about having an elegant formula and, you know, a better experience, that is what this feels like. This is, I mean, it is just a beautiful formula. It feels nice on the skin. It is hydrating. And guess what? It's not sticky because it doesn't have to be sticky. So if you're gonna try a niacinamide serum, once you try ours, I'm telling you, there's no going back. Speaking of the niacinamide serum, we have a niacinamide gel cream. This is at 5%. So sometimes the feedback is that niacinamide can be a little strong for certain skin types. And while I think our niacinamide serum is great for most skin types, but I do realize, and I say this all the time, skincare is personal. So we went ahead and made this gel cream. It is 5% niacinamide, so it's a little less niacinamide, but it's still really effective at strengthening your skin and controlling oil. And if you have oily skin, you can actually use this as a moisturizer. And if you have drier skin, you can use this in place of a serum. I also have proof that you don't have to spend $300 on a hyaluronic acid serum to get a really nice experience. This is something that you have also heard me talk about several times. We have these. This is our quadruple hyaluronic acid serum, 5%. There are 4 different types of hyaluronic acid in here at all different molecular weights, so it just really hydrates your skin at different levels, and it just feels really nice, and it's $16. So if you have been interested in hyaluronic acid serum, ta-da! That said, for those of you with oily skin, we do have our water cream. It's our marine hyaluronic water cream, and it's really hydrating for the skin. It feels nice and light. It's a little bit thicker than our niacinamide gel cream, so it can be a moisturizer for people with oily skin, or it can just be another form of hydration for those of you with dry skin. Next up, our first cleanser, because you guys know there will absolutely be more cleansers and types of cleansers too, but this is our mixed greens nutrient-rich cleanser. It is such a nice silky cleanser. It just feels very luxurious to me, and that was what I really wanted out of it. And then the last couple of products that we have are the 2 oils. We have our virgin marula face oil, and then we also have our plant squalane oil. I decided to put these out there because we found a wonderful source for them, and I know that a lot of you love your oils. There is a time and a place for oils. I love oils to either use when you're doing face massage or when you're using some type of a face roller or some type of a tool. I always say you need some kind of a slip. If you have drier skin, you can put oil on top of your moisturizer as well. I know people love their squalane, and over the past year, I've really grown to love squalane so much. So you can add this to your moisturizer, you can put it on top, you can put it underneath your moisturizer. Squalane is an amazing emollient, and it's skin identical, so it's great for your skin. It's great for all skin types, even if you have oily skin. And then last, don't be surprised, of course I came out with our multi-peptide eye cream. It's a funny one because when I started telling people that Naturium is my line and they were like, there's an eye cream, and I was like, You guys, I always say I use eye cream under my makeup. I love a rich eye cream under my eye makeup, especially as I'm getting older. I feel like I don't want my makeup to settle into my fine lines and my wrinkles, so I love a nice rich eye cream, and that's exactly what this is. I know the next thing you guys are gonna say is, where's the sunscreen? Trust me, we are working on it. There are lots of other products that we are working on, and there are some that are gonna launch this year and some that I'm still working on. It turns out it's really hard to formulate products that you want to be different than what's already out on the market, and that you want to be, you know, budget friendly and just amazing. And so I'm still working on a lot. There is definitely more coming. There's so many cleansing oils and cleansing balms and sunscreens and other types of products on the market that I absolutely love. So if I introduce anything else, I want them to be products that really do feel special. So I want to take time with those and really make them great. We wanted to make sure that everything about the brand is also very educational and very transparent. So if you go to our website, you'll see that we have our ingredient library, but also on the packaging, you will see there is a lot of information about everything that you are getting in each of your formulas. And then you can also open it up right here on the side. You just pull it down, and then if you look on the inside of the box, you will see that there is even more information about your product. And you know, I really think that it's so much fun. It kind of reminds me of back when you would get a CD and you could open it up and read a little bit more about the music and stuff. It's the same kind of concept. It's like you can open this up and you can learn more about your product. One thing I do want to point out is that nothing is going to change on my channel. Nothing is changing here on Mixed Makeup. Nothing's changing on social media. You're going to hear me talk a little bit more about Naturium, but nothing is going to change. I can't imagine a life where I don't try other brands. I'm a skincare junkie. I still love other brands, and I still love trying lots of new products and knowing what are the, you know, cool ingredients and products out there on the market. So of course I'm still going to be doing that too. I just wanted to make sure you also had a skincare line that was everything that you have been asking for, and that's what Naturium is. So I'm so excited to present it to you guys. I know you guys probably have a ton of questions about all of this. Tell me in the comments below if you want. I can do a live with my business partner, Ben. We can answer questions on building a brand, answer any questions about the products, everything that's gone into it. We can do it. Just let me know. Tell me in the comments below what you want to see me talk about next, what products you want to see come out next. We'll be taking notes for sure. I'm in our private Facebook group. I'll leave a link in the description box, and I will talk to you guys soon. I love you so much, and I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you for everything. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.